Hey, what's up, everybody? Terminus here, with the reaction to episode 10 of Spice and Wolf. Let's get this going. I don't want to talk about it too long. Let's just say we're in big shit. We in big doo doo this time. And we'll have to see how we get ourselves out of there. Probably a clever business scheme or some kind of wager that we're gonna have to actually rely on. I mean, this was they got him good because they were like, holy shit, no, he's gonna take us out, right? Because there was this thing going on where they were betraying people and they actually exposed it and they were like, if we're supposed to be quiet about this, you got to give us a little bit more leverage. And Lawrence, instead of being like, okay, I'll take the profits immediately, he was the clever merchant he normally is, right? And he's like, I'm gonna invest in my future. I'm gonna just take up a bigger debt, which in the end isn't gonna be a problem for the people he exposed, because those people were like, okay, if you take up a larger debt and then sell and then just give us that back, right? We're not gonna have lost any money or paid any like whatever, right? We're just giving you more of a benefit of a doubt. And if everything works well, we're actually gonna get don't make any losses, right? But these people are fucking vicious, right? And they betrayed people before, and he maybe should have seen coming that if anything goes wrong, that they would not support him and would not be honest about everything. So they pushed the debt onto the other company that they knew Lawrence was going to sell that to. And so Lawrence goes there, and suddenly maybe they already knew that at that point when he made the deal, or they knew it shortly after. And they were like, "Yes, we're safe, right?" And then they transferred the debt, and suddenly, because of the Northern campaign not happening, right, the war campaign not happening, armor is suddenly worthless. And he counted on that because all the previous years it happened, but this year it didn't, right? So you put your horse on war, and war's not gonna happen, and then it's like crash, right? Everything you do is basically like everything you sell is basically almost worthless, or at the very least, a lot less worth than it was supposed to be, because like maybe the production cost and whatever it's worth is here, and what it's worth during the time when there's as much as possible needed, right? Because you got a lot of soldiers trying to equip themselves and mercenaries and whatnot. It's going to be this high, right? And he kind of got it for a price that at that point in time they still probably expected the Northern campaign to actually be that case. Or maybe they even fucking fooled him and were like, okay, we already know that it's not going to happen and the price is going to drop any minute, but he doesn't know, so we're going to sell it to him like this. And this is how he miscalculated, and yeah, how he kind of lost in this particular moment. So what do we do then, right? We're kind of in a situation where it's like it's not impossible to get the money, but it's very unlikely. So let's see how that ends, because we also ended on like this is also a really really big problem, like, right? Like, relationship wise, we're getting into a point where we're like, oh shit, like I'm under a lot of stress. I have the threat of possibly ruining my life and having to work as a quasi slave, working off my debt for 10 years or more, right? Uh, Endangering or destroying my health completely, not being able to work properly after that, being like a poor shit for the rest of my life, right? My entire dreams and everything shattered to the ground. This is the thread I have, like in 2 days, right? In such a short amount of time, right? Bam, whoop. And then I have relationship problems, right? Not problems in that sense, but in the sense that like I kind of lash out. I see like exterior things to blame. I'm like easily agitated because of all of that stress coming in, and I can't properly handle the situations, and then I snap. And now I possibly ruined this, right? This relationship as well, which is like must be even more terrifying for him. And he probably really hates himself after that moment. And even though I'm pretty sure Hola understands, she's like, yeah, look, he was under a lot of stress, but he doesn't see it that way. He's like, holy shit, she hates me now. Um, Understandable as well. How do we mend this? How do we get out of this shit? All right. Um, Spice and Wolf. Episode 10 starts a 3, a 2, a 1. Oh, yeah, and we're ending it here. Oh, holy shit, he's getting desperate. And he's destroying his relationships in the process, right? This is rough. Most people in this town will be like, holy shit. Never do business with him, right? Low-key ruining his reputation overnight. But what choice does he have? I think I need to add this song to my playlist, actually. All right, what's the plan? This is a nice shot. Wisdom of a wolf and smooth talk of a merchant. So I assume. Hmm. She's very upset. The question is about what exactly, right? Because I don't think she might be upset about the thing we think she is. And I think all of his ideas about why she's reacting the way she's reacting are wrong too. Yeah, but it needs time, it needs preparation, it needs opportunity. That's a dangerous philosophy, but also desperation can breed some inventiveness. Problem is like desperation doesn't make us creative. Not, I mean, yeah, there is the stereotype and it can happen, but oof. Mm. Like, dude, I want to go to bed. Can you fucking sort out your business? You need enough to at least make a start. Yeah, makes her angry. Not. Mm, of course it does. It makes sense. Mm, And she blames herself. Interesting, right? The proud person. And Holo with the steel chair. Hmm. No, I can see that. But I can see how both of them would think the way they think. That's not entirely true. It makes sense though, right? I mean, she's sometimes very selfish in a way. Good thing they're talking about it though. Bro is stumbling. Be be nice. All right, just pretend. Even if it's even if there's a little pretendedness in there, right? Even if there's a little artificiality, it's nice to the tail wagging. It's nice to support one another sometimes. For the future. I don't know. Yes and no. A revelation, huh? Mm, sounds risky. I didn't hear it, but it sounds risky. This can be a big help, even if she doesn't actively do anything. Hmm. I don't think they're. Hmm. Never say impossible. They're too nice. There's the key word, right? Hmm. Extend the deadline. Hmm. Yeah. And they're desperate too, right? Because all their business went to hell. People are leaving this company. If we go down, we go together. Hmm. You might be able to save your company. A devil's pact, so to speak. Very ironic because it's against the church, right? And there's a smooth talk. Again, ironic. Ironic statement. Yeah. Like this one. I mean, she might profit from it as well. She wants to feel useful too. Yeah, you make a good team, even if that's maybe a little bit consolation. Mm, more peaches. All right, mess over. Hmm. Interesting statue. That's a lot, I assume. Hmm. There's risk. Yeah, you don't need to do anything you're not normally doing. That's a lot, right? Mm, Draw out the dreams, right? Sell it to her. Mm. Maybe that's the appeal. Yeah. There's this dichotomy by sending you into more dangerous areas. Right. No usefulness here. Maybe also, right? Holy shit. Yeah, the church is the enemy. Build it up, right? And she knows immediately that this is not something you do normally. You can do it on roads that are dangerous, right? Mm. I'm sure you mean in the valleys, right? And he knows the town. Lamtra. Yeah. Because they expect that. Build it up, build it up. Yeah. hmm This has implications too, right? You don't know how far their influence reaches. But there's just enough of a spark inside of her to take it up, right? To be like, fuck the church. And someone she trusts, right? Lawrence. Because it's not a sad thing. Because we're not done yet. That's hard. But your life's gonna be in danger either way. But he endangers her, right? The innocence. Mm. The wolf? At least a dog, maybe. Mm. These moments. Yeah, of course. And that's exactly what they were doing just now. Yeah. And we have a plan, right? But a dangerous one. So I assume maybe next episode we do the chunk of what's gonna happen now, right? The chunk of what we got planned. And the episode after that is maybe a wrap up or a transitional one. Yeah, it can't all be fun and happy times, I guess. Sometimes sometimes you gotta dare. But only because only who dares wins, right? And he already is in deep shit, so mm, lose your life through inevitable circumstance or lose your life because you risk everything in order to get it right again, to go to get a restart. I'd rather take the latter, right? Next time, Force of Wolves and Frigid Rain. Yeah, that's one I remember. I mean, not in like detail, but in the sense of like the atmosphere was really good. I will be very curious as to next week and how the atmosphere is gonna be in that one, because that was one that stuck in my mind even to this day. The like the atmosphere of that episode that's gonna come up in the old anime. That was really really cool. Um, yeah, still in my memory, kind of the way they showed all of that, right? The environment, the rain, whatever, right? What's gonna come up.